Annika Stewart, Izzy Bourne, and also out there Trinity Brady. Couple of screens at the top of the key. Stewart will take a deep three. You betcha! Her first offensive touch is good for a triple. With the ball near half court, Huskers move left to right in the attractive white uniforms with the Husker cursive script. Annika Stewart for two. She's on fire. She's 3 for 3 in her Husker career.
She decided she had to square up because no one was defending her.
Double screen out top for Hybe. Gives it back to Stewart. Deep three on the left wing. You betcha! My goodness! On the deep left side, this is ORU's Taisha Coleman. Flips to her twin sister Tierney. Has her shot blocked by Annika Stewart. Smith, her first two. 10-9 ISU. Deep three for Annika Stewart. You betcha! She had her first 5 shots the other night and hits her first one tonight. Maybe they need
She was waiting for Idaho State to get across the black line. The white line's 3 feet in.
Annika Stewart, 23-foot three. You betcha! Big time shot.
And she was certainly fouled once she got on the floor.
Hybe uses a screen from Izzy Bourne to work to the right side. Annika Stewart from the foul line turns around and scores off the assist from Sam Hybe.
Go until somebody stops you. All the way to the rim. She just wove in and out of traffic there.
Long three-pointer by Annika Stewart, and Annika Stewart gets the roll.
SEC teams that they fell just short. The good news for them is that they can kind of pinpoint very specific areas where Indiana needs to improve.
Great vision and accuracy on the completion of that play.
Deep attempts that time from Stewart.
I think for even the high school student athletes, like what that looks like for their recruitment if players who would typically have graduated
Oh yeah, absolutely.
are staying along for another year. So now there's a logjam.
Sometimes you just got to get it up and get the shot to go in. It feels really good as a freshman for you to be able to see that type of stuff happen. Redshirt senior, rather. Pardon me.
Oh, beautiful pass. Bourne gets the finish and a wonderful assist there from Annika Stewart, the freshman.
Easy layups and nice pass here, and Bourne so good.
So Nebraska with the ball, 4-point lead. And the three-pointer knocked down by the freshman Annika Stewart. What a big shot there.
The other Australian on this team, other than Bourne, as Stewart saves that one. Bourne shoots the three and makes it.
Good hustle by Harris to come up with the turnover and save it, but saves it right to Whitney Brown, who lays it in.
On the Husker, the steal, you never want to save the ball underneath your opponent's basket, because more times than not, they're going to get a steal, and this type of play is exactly what happens. So keep in mind, don't want to save that ball underneath.
Annika Stewart down low to Kane. Turn around quickly. Kane having a nice game early on. She has 11 already.
Nebraska's passing has been excellent in this second quarter, giving the ball to Kate Kane deep in the paint and keeping that ball nice and high where only Kane can catch it. That's a huge ability to have as a team post-passing.
Porter kicks it out to the open Stewart. She can shoot the three-pointer. Nice kick from the open look for the freshman from Minneapolis.
Stewart before the shot clock goes off, and Stewart breaks Illinois' heart. Stewart gives Nebraska the lead. Inside Kane. Double teamed, 3 to shoot. Stewart is heating up, 12 points.
We've talked about unsung heroes in this game, and Stewart is one of them, stepping up, hitting not just big.
Badger leader in points tonight, now with 8. She is 3 of 7 from the field. And Annika Stewart now a turnaround quickly on the other end. Nebraska wasting no time, and they have gotten everything they've wanted. Brooke Schrammick misses the first shot she attempts, and back the other way go the Huskers as a result. And there's a 3 by Hybe, up and good. Sam Hybe on fire right now.
Biggest difference between Nebraska and Wisconsin is that Nebraska wins games off of the stat sheet. So things that you can't control, or that you can't control, hustle stats, they knock down a 3 there, which is fine, because when you have a lead like this, 22 points, and you just keep on winning battles in the paint, getting steals, turnovers, and great passes, great ball movement right there.
Nice three-point shot way up top from Annika Stewart.
7 of 9 shooting, 4 of 6 from behind the three-point line for a total of 19 points so far for Diamond Johnson.
Another big three by Stewart.
Leads the Big Ten in three-point shooting percentage with nearly 53% of the time knocking him down. So weird to see her shoot a basket so close.
The three tried for Annika Stewart, and that falls for the Huskers. Finds the range from deep.
Stewart, a freshman coming off the bench, providing that offensive spark. Nebraska head coach Amy Williams saying we need 2 or 3 other consistent scorers.
And the Huskers maintain the possession. Stewart, good catch inside for Izzy Bourne.
Defenses prided themselves on locking a player like her up. Here's Bourne. Stewart drained it. Annika Stewart from 3.
8 total lead changes, 8 ties. As Stewart pulls up from distance and finds the bottom of the net again to pick up her board and to get that reverse layup. Always a tough shot. As Stewart will try to answer back again, and yes, she does. Gets another one to fall, her second in a row.
Hybe driving, drawing, kicking to Stewart. Back-to-back threes for the Huskers.
We've seen her driving a lot more into the paint this game than we normally see. She usually stays behind the three-point line, and there's another one for the Huskers right there.
The sophomore had 8 points in the second quarter alone, as Stewart is feeling it. Another one for the Huskers.
And Kate Morton. There's a 3-ball on the way. It's good by Stewart.
A 7-point deficit as Sam Hybe has the ball at the top of the key. Shot clock's down to 10 when Annika Stewart drills it for her first basket of the day.
A minute, 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Huskers lead by 14 as Shelley sees a double team, spins away from it. Ani Stewart for 3 on the left wing. You betcha! Off the assist from Jazz Shelley. Sam Hybe all over O'Royce. O'Royce works in the lane, makes a nice move, and Jazz Shelley took it away. Jazz Shelley, really smart play under control to steal that one away. Here's Kendall Coley out top, high lob underneath. Ani Stewart caught it. Ani Stewart scores. Ani Stewart was fouled. She'll shoot one.
That's a terrific pass by Kendall Coley. I mean, that is not an easy pass to make, even when you have a size advantage, because.
And now Widener brings it up in transition. Nice move by Widener all the way up with the right. And the follow is there from Annika Stewart, who finishes through the contact and the foul.
Haven't seen much from Annika Stewart.
2-for-1 opportunity for the Huskers. Although with the lead that they have, they may be content to just wait it out. I don't think Annika Stewart thinks so. She sinks one from beyond the arc. She gets a screen, flips to Stewart. Stewart's three-pointer, it's good! And now, Shelley with the 4th triple-double.
Brown. Stewart, quick pass inside. Markowski with the left-handed layup. Alexis Markowski with 16 points for the Huskers.
And especially in this last 2 minutes remaining in the game, it's good to see Amy Williams kind of get those younger players back into the action.
And Stewart knocks down the three-pointer, her first of the day.
To go here in quarter 1.
Good pressure from Dinnebeer.
Long three, knocked down. Annika Stewart. 10-0 in the country, not ranked. They're getting some votes. Maybe, the poll went down that far. They might be 30. But you look at the net rankings, and they're in the top 4.
Wearing a white jersey.
Into the game now for Nebraska, both Nicole Caton and Stewart with another three-pointer, largest lead of the game. And also in there is Whitney Brown for Nebraska.
No scoring in the last 2 minutes by Nebraska. Here's a knockaway and a steal from Michael Caton. Wow, did Michael Caton do a good job there. Shelley coming up the floor. Delivers out on the deep right wing. Deep three, Ani Stewart. You betcha. Off the assist from Jazz Shelley. Shelley operates near Wahoo on the painted state of Nebraska logo. Throws left wing, Ruby Porter. Out top, Ani Stewart's alone for 3. You betcha. Wyoming, you better find Ani Stewart because he can shoot that all day.
I'll tell you what, Nebraska will take that every possession.
Shelley wants an Izzy Bourne screen. She gets it. Bounces underneath. All alone is Ani Stewart. And it counts. And a foul. 7th first half assist for Jazz Shelley, and it will be a chance at a three-point play for Ani Stewart.
So Ani misses a long three to start the possession.
Just to our left, foul line extended left side, out top. Ani Stewart not guarded. Are you kidding me? You betcha! Why aren't they guarding her? Ani Stewart's on fire.
Well, now
she's got a career high 19.
Sorry, Matt. Well, now she's established herself inside.
Open look here. There is Stewart for three. Annika Stewart, 6'3" freshman with a three-pointer in Nebraska. 23-8 here in Lincoln.
That's what she does. 39% from three-point range.
Turnaround by vintage Hillman there. Shelley kicks it out. Stewart with an open look from three.
To Hillman, but Jazz Shelley at the point guard position, no look, surveys the situation.
That was a good cut by Gulbe, but that's just simply veteranship between Berger and Gulbe playing so many minutes together. Berger able to get her the ball right where she can catch it.
Stewart tries a three and knocks it down. Stewart left open and rattles home a three.
Nebraska off to a fire start. Long three by Annika Stewart.
Has come into this building with has been fantastic. But she's 3 feet behind the line. Bip, all net for Stewart.
And look at that pass to Moriarty, who rolls it in.
The board work is where it's at. You've got to find a body if you're Wisconsin. More opportunities given.
Was able to hit that 10 or 12-foot jumper.
Stewart's three's on the way. She's got it. Knockdown three-pointer for.
Now he's swinging around to the corner here for Scogan. Scogan back up top quarter. Stewart straightaway three. Good arc there, nothing but nylon.
That'll work.
Nebraska with the basketball again. 13 on the shot clock. Annika Stewart getting earlier minutes than she did yesterday. Knocks down the first three she sees.
Lateral footwork there defensively. You love to see that connection.
Annika Stewart 2 for 2 from long range. Nebraska
missed on 8 made buckets. But look, a little pin down.
Shelley, deep right corner. Maddie Kroll, who's hit 3 threes in this game.
Great pass.
Stewart throws underneath, reverse layup is good by Izzy Board off the dandy pass. Pila Kuta couldn't finish. Maddie Kroll thought about a three. Ani Stewart will take a three. Top of the key. You betcha! Off the assist from Maddie Kroll. 3:19 to go. High lob. Coley to Ani Stewart standing alone on the left wing. You betcha!
Brady lobs it down low. Stewart underneath the hoop. Finishes through the contact. And she'll go to the line for one more. Great pass there from Trinity.
Still playing a big role in their offensive game and trying to force the quick turnover on defense. Now Nebraska moving for a three-pointer with a hand in her face from McDaniel. The shot still falls. Meanwhile, Nebraska has not hit a field goal in the last 2.5 minutes. Looking to change that right here, right now. Annika Stewart just checked back into the game, converts the and one. And now another chance for a three-point play as Brene Alexander.
I expect as she goes further in her college career, that's something that this Wisconsin coaching staff will look forward to developing.
Stewart a deep three from the panhandle on the logo.
Widener looked inside for Markowski. Here is Shelley. Back out. Stewart will take the three. She had Stewart there at the top. Nice feed back to Stewart. Bucket and draws the foul, and a three-point opportunity for Annika Stewart.
She has great hands. What a catch by Annika Stewart. She rolled. She actually had 2 defenders near her, but we just went and got the ball. A lot of contact, went up through it.
And she has 17 to lead Nebraska. And then the turnover. Great defense. Shelley. Shelley lays it in.
One-on-one against Stewart. Picks up her dribble, and it's taken by Kendall Moriarty. The Huskers being active defensively to try and help them climb back in. And Stewart drains it this time.
get some confidence, see the ball go in the basket, it starts with the defense. Good hands by Moriarty as she is able to kick and really just pass it over to Stewart in rhythm. After she made that shot inside, she's seen the ball go in the basket. She hits a three-pointer. Big shot for Nebraska.
Haight can't get past Scalia. Throwing it up to Bourne. She's got to work her way back. There you go, Izzy Bourne.
Moriarty will find Kroll in the corner. She'll try to cut to the paint. She'll find a double team over to Shelley. Swings it one more to Annika Stewart, who just checked in the game, and she'll hit a three. And they'll get out of bounds play. So checking in. So we got a bunch of subs.
Addie Kroll's three is off. Stewart down low, goes up strong, and draws the foul. Three-point opportunity for Stewart.
Again, offensive rebounds lead to points.
Up top, wide open. Stewart buries it. It's a 12-0 start to the fourth.
Well, and Stewart, take a look right here. Top of the key, straight shot, feet set. Sanano was in the middle of the paint off that defensive.
And she had an opportunity there one-on-one, just needed to take her time. I thought she had a nice ball fake on the initial move.
Can't leave Stewart that wide open against this team that drains the most threes in the Big Ten.
But she'll have some fresh legs down the stretch, and maybe she'll give the Wildcats a little bit of energy.
Top of the key for Annika Stewart. A 10-0 Nebraska run. Falling for Nebraska.
They have been, I mean, just seeming to find the spots, a little bit of a kickback.
5 seconds to go when Ani Stewart fires. Nebraska has 6 made three-pointers in the first quarter, and it has them doubling up their opponent.
Just finding the open player, knocking it down, feet set, ready to go. Jazz Shelley doing a great job.
It sparks so much offensively for the Spartans when they're able to generate turnovers, especially off of that press. It just gives them so much confidence.
Ani Stewart fires from deep.
Watch this screen right here. The most open person on the floor is going to be the person that just set the screen. Annika Stewart pops out, knocks it.
Hake fights for the rebound. And Nebraska takes it the other way. Out to Stewart. She'll line up another three. This time she knocks it down.
Where this Northwestern State team, I think, has run some pretty good sets, but the first pick and roll, they kind of rush a shot up.
Inbound to Stewart. She'll just launch a three, and from way downtown, she hits. So it's 62-19, 109 left here in the third quarter.
In Big Ten play, and though it's early, every single one matters. Especially defending your home court if you're the Huskers. Stewart, beautiful swish for her.
Terry Moore had called a timeout to yell at her team about this play. Ani Stewart coming off the bench, making things happen.
Indiana has been able to eat into those Nebraska runs, keep them at bay from trying to close the gap. Stewart, a long three, that's back-to-back for the Huskers.
Lady Lions lead 69-53. Shelley gives space, fed over to Annika Stewart. Stewart drains the three.
Forcing themselves into difficult situations as you take a look at the three-pointer for Nebraska.
Williams had a nice drive there, just got a little out of balance. Didn't make a good firm jump stop to get herself under control for that shot.
Well, she faces up there too. That's just from a little bit longer range. Knocked down by Stewart.
Stewart is known for her ability to hit the three, and she certainly extended there.
20-point advantage, 4 minutes to go. Stewart turn around again. Right-handed hook, and Annika Stewart knocks it down.
Husker lead is 25. Deep three from Stewart is good. From way downtown. The difference right now in three-pointers, 30 points off three-point shots from Nebraska, just 3. As Stewart tries to go back-to-back, she does. After today's game, Natalie Potts finishes with 12.
And another three for Nebraska. That time it's Annika Stewart.
On Shelley. Stewart's way downtown. Another three for Nebraska, already 6.
Annika Stewart is a three-point specialist, but Nebraska's spacing is excellent on the offensive end right now. Maryland's having to cover a lot of ground defensively.
That's right there, too, real close in and out. The triple try falls for Annika Stewart.
Mara Braun up top. Out to Stewart, drains it. And that is the first basket for Annika Stewart, graduate student from Nebraska. Come back. Out into the corner to Kennefinek, and a turnover again from this Central Connecticut team that has just been error after error. And Stewart with the three, it's good!
3 for 6 in the game, so 50% from behind the three-point line. They're running her off a baseline screen.
And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart up to 18 points. And that is the end of the quarter.
McKinney into Stewart. Finishes and gets the foul.
Coach Don Plitzowite giving the thumbs up call offensively for her Minnesota Gophers.
Stewart will pull from 3. Got it! Annika Stewart, such a versatile player and a great get for this Minnesota team.
Gophers look a little discombobulated here offensively with the Maya battle out of the game.
Yep, trying to find something and orchestrate something. A 3 by Annika Stewart.
That'll work.
A Maya battle, we've seen some higher. Looking for higher, no good. Stewart on the 3.
Against this zone. Stewart cross-court battle, three-pointer. Connects. A Maya battle for the first time in her career as it 4 threes in the game.
And she sort of turned that into a press, but Woodson was able to get past it.
Stewart fouled, and it goes. Annika Stewart and 1. Stays perfect from the field, 5 of 5, and she will head to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play.
Well, Annika Stewart, she's really done it all tonight, and that's no...
Their depth is for real. Inside to Higher, forces it up and muscles it in.
Clyde Markowski was able to get there. Help side rotates over late as well. Then Higher, staying patient.
And defensively, too, for Nebraska. Stewart will knock down a 3 in her old building.
McKenna Johnson now up top. Guarded tightly by Dilworth, and once again the same action, and this time a better result. Annika Stewart drills a triple. Ball bouncing around and claimed by Annika Stewart. Gets space and launches, knocks down a 3.
Start offensively, they're shooting 67% from the field. They are 0-5 when they shoot below 40%, so good for them to get out to that hot start. Out on the high screen and roll.
Yeah, we get a look at the last bucket that untied this game. Trying to find some space here on offense. Hands it off, Stewart left alone, knocks down her second 3. Stewart left alone outside, connects! Annika Stewart now leading by 6 in this second half, 17-11. Stewart, make it 4. Her 4th triple of the game.
Murray remains scoreless for the Lady Lions this afternoon. Penn State's 2 leading scorers. Annika Stewart drills another 3.
And it's been that inside, outside, a balanced attack. Minnesota's a team that anyone can go off on any given moment, so you have to locate and have your head on a swivel for just about everyone.
Gophers need to be patient. They tend to be most successful offensively when they're patient and shoot within the flow of their offense.
Stewart with the 3, and it's good. Minnesota. Up top, back to Stewart. Stewart with a 3 of her own, and she responds with a 3. Is keeping things close. Illinois 55, Minnesota 51. Here's the 3 from Stewart.
increase this lead as they're trying to carry some solid momentum into the fourth quarter.
Second between the clock, Stewart the roll and the finish, and a chance at three for Annika Stewart with 7.2 left in the third.
What Minnesota is doing well, they're putting Maryland in rotation and really challenging.
There goes Battle. Battle frees up an open shot for Stewart. Nails it, and the lead is down to 3. Timeout Maryland with 20 seconds to go.
Still some juice left in this orange, and I tell you.
Northwestern, compared to years past, has a lot of height on this squad. Annika Stewart, her three is good. And Stewart, got to be someone Northwestern watches out for behind the arc coming into today.
From Stewart, Grholski, the pass, top of the key. Taylor Thomas a little late.
Stewart.
I like what the Gophers are doing. They're posting up Amaya Battle. They know they've got a little bit of a height mismatch with Holloway defending her.
Stewart's going to try a three. Connects! Annika Stewart, fresh off the bench with an answer for the Golden Gophers, back within 4. She pulls up at the left wing. Finds Stewart, lines up a three. Bottoms! Minnesota leads. Annika Stewart is on fire.
Screen from Stewart. Again, looking for it in the post again. Bit of a mismatch there, higher on Porter.
And then a second big injury, too, for Minnesota. Zora Taylor Woodson, she's been a transfer from Michigan. Easy bucket there.
She's a player that is a mismatch nightmare for other teams. Stewart. And so now Minnesota, it's always the situation you take off that player where there's 3 players surrounding her. Now what happens for Minnesota's defense?
Really nice job of McKinney to avoid the turnover and score with the left. She's on the board. Wow, you just love that if you're Avery Kane. You come in off the bench cold and you drill it.
Yeah, just checked in the game.
Man.
Annika Stewart's exactly what they need. She drains the 3.
And that transition slow.
That foul is actually going to go on a fault. There was not a travel. So an opportunity here for Minnesota. And Annika Stewart capitalizes with a 3-point play.
So now Minnesota's got a little bit of life. And it's all the senior, the 5th-year senior, Annika Stewart.
McKinney has been tremendous. Finds Stewart. She's got it. Timeout is called by Iowa. What a huge... Long 3 by Stewart. Can you believe this back and forth battle?
Digging down was Derzone. Stewart hits. Annika Stewart. That's what she provides off the bench. After this little replay from Annika Stewart, she shows you why she can hit from the outside on Big Ten Plus.
Long rebounds. They're just relentless in that transition play.
Almost a turnover by Minnesota. Again, uncharacteristic. Already 5 at this point. Worse exacerbates it, but they have found certainly that rhythm here tonight. Stewart facing up against the freshman has nowhere to go. Throws it up, somehow it goes through.
Gap coverage, but before we get into that, how about Stewart?
14 points, have not trailed since it was 5-4 back in the first quarter. Threading the needle inside, Stewart has a 3-point play opportunity.
Stewart has been so much fun to watch this entire game, and it'll be so exciting to see how much and what her game grows into as she continues to gain experience.
She didn't get her typical 10 points from Annika Stewart, which she normally gets off the bench. Oh, she heard me. Annika Stewart heard me there.
Well, that's true. You called hard at the beginning of the game, and Stewart there.
Stewart fires, connects. Annika Stewart with a triple. Lobs it in Grholski. Back to Stewart. Fires away from Farmington. Annika Stewart, a massive three-pointer. Tina Langley wants a timeout.